So the making for a great movie were in the structures of this film. However, those structures did not actually fulfill the destiny that this film had. This film had a lot of potential that it did not reach, and I thought that it was a missed opportunity. Now, conceptually, I think this film is fantastic. However, I don't think the execution of this film was actually reached. There was so much potential in this film that it didn't actually go for, and I kind of wish it dived more into a psychological kind of feeling. You have Timothy Granaderos, who plays Clayton, a struggling actor that gets really big into his roles. However, whenever it gets put into the final product, every scene that he is in is just immediately cut out, and he doesn't feel like he has the structure or the potential to grow in this industry. However, he does his very best to do the work and try to become a great leading actor. However, he's not able to get that limelight shined on him, mostly because all of his roles are cut out. And so he decides to go visit a demonologist so that he's able to possibly grow and succeed in the world that he wants to be in. However, that doesn't go according to plan. And for the most part, Rashada Mitchell, who plays the demonologist, does a really good job of being effective and creepy at the same time. There are moments in this film where it tries to go for a nice psychological thriller because you had the bones for a great movie or a fun movie, but it just didn't reach those potential, and I kind of wish that it did, mostly because I think conceptually this idea is fantastic, but those execution does not work. You have Emile Hirsch, who I absolutely adore. He is fantastic every single time that he is on screen, and I thought for the most part he was fine for what the role he was playing is. He is a method actor that tries to do everything that he possibly can to be in the foot of the role that he is portraying. However, sometimes he goes a little bit way too far, and I don't think his character added anything to the film, mostly because he is in it for about a couple moments, and those moments had nothing to do with his character. He did not need to be in this film. There is one scene between him and Sarah Coffey where they're going at it back and forth, and they have a really nice screaming match, even though that was a little bit more effective than the whole entire movie. And I thought, for the most part, I've never seen Sarah Coffey in absolutely anything. She was fantastic, and it made me gain some more attention to her because I think that performance was fantastic. However, those two characters did not need to be into this film. I think if you just stuck to Clayton and what he was trying to do, go see more auditions, see him actually on set and doing his best, you kind of had something there, but it didn't actually reach those potentials that I really thought it had. There were some creepy images towards the last half of the film that were a little bit freaky. They incorporated some practical and some CGI. The CGI actually did not work for me, mostly because it looked very fake, but you can accept it for what kind of budget this film is. But it did not work very well, and I was left a little bit cold, mostly because this is more of a slow burn type of feel, and it just doesn't feel like it has a really nice slow pace, mostly because there's really nothing interesting going on unless you have Radha Mitchell in every scene. I think she was a little bit more compelling, and I think her character made the film just a little bit more mysterious because she has a way of this character, the way that she speaks. She's more monotone, she's more mysterious and creepy. You don't really know what her true intent is. But for the most part, every time it was between her and Clayton, I think that's when the film struck gold. Every time that we went back to Emile Hirsch's Donald and Sarah Coffey's Nicky, that is where the film lost me just a little bit, and it lost a little bit of stream because I wanted to see a little bit more intrigue. There were so many compelling things about this that it really had a strong basis, but it did not reach the potential that I actually wanted this film to reach. Overall, I'm not going to recommend this film, mostly because I think the potential for this film was not met, and you had such a great story beat in here. I was hooked on the story about this struggling actor visiting a demonologist, and that is something that was not reached to its full potential. However, there are things in here that I kind of liked that really made it worth looking at, but as a whole, I wouldn't say this is a film that is going to be memorable or one that I'm going to be rewatching anytime soon. I was hoping it would be one of those films, but unfortunately it did not work for me. But those are my thoughts on Devil's Workshop. If you like this review, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on more reviews. Click that bell notification so you get notified every single time that you see a video pop up on my channel. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.